episode of the Reely Trivia Showdown. Once again, I am Matt, the champion at the moment, and joining me for the first time is the Ragent himself.
Encouraging. Come on, keep up with the program here, Thomas. Yes, it's great to be on this side of the equation for the very first time. I'm usually on the sidelines. I'm usually a spectator. I'm usually a motivator and encouraging, as we've said. Very interested in what it's like to be on the commentary desk and really get close and personal, but not too close and personal.
Not too close and personal, eh?
We've got a great match here tonight. I'm very curious to see how this one plays out because we've had a great regular season so far. All these new competitors, these new personalities, no pun intended, sorry, Lopez, just bringing their game, showing us what they got, revealing strengths and weaknesses. We've got kind of a vet here for the show. We got the underdog competing against Cody. He got game house in his first debut match.
Yeah, it's really interesting because if Nick Toby again like he was supposed to instead of going through that three-way match, Nick would be 2-2 right now. Instead, he's 1-3. So with that in mind, he's got something to prove going into this. And he did play well his last match. We can't take that away at all. But you're wondering, can he continue that momentum and get his second win?
By the same token, we talking things to prove. I mean, nothing creates momentum better than a victory in your very first match.
Right.
And the underdog's become a staple of this thing. You know, this is no small fry in this cook-off, if you will. So, I mean, if you want to make a big splash, a good impression, now's the time to do it. Live up to the task. We'll see how much game he got.
Yeah, it's really interesting because this, like you said, this is Cody's first match. But you follow him on Twitter. He's got movie knowledge. He's like a semen demon to where he's watching everything he can whenever he
I don't think anyone's like the semen demon. Be careful with your words.
But you get my point. In terms of film, they're a lot alike because they're watching anything they can whenever they can. Art house, blockbuster, doesn't matter. They're watching it. So
you're going to need all of it in this. You're going to need all of it. You never know what category you're going to get, especially that second round. You never know what part of your movie knowledge base is going to need to be flexed in this. So you got to bring all of it. You got to be caught up and ready to go. And we'll see if these guys have it tonight.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's bring them on out. Introducing first, making his Showdown debut, we have the one and the only Cody. He got game hot.
Hello, y'all. It's an honor to be on. I'm ready to make some noise.
Ready to make some noise?
Let's do this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm ready to make a statement of my first on the other side with Nick, the underdog Molback, but we're going to make a play today. I'm all about the game, baby. Let's go.
All right. So, Cody, it is your first match. You got any of those pre-match jitters coming in or no?
I'm a little nervous, you know. Don't want to fall on my face or anything like that, but I trust my knowledge. I know I have it. Like you said, if you follow me on Twitter at CodyHouse53, you'll see. I watch quite a few movies, man. I'm ready.
Love it. A little plug master magic. Now, Cody, I know you've been watching along with some of the matches thus far. Have you learned any lessons from other people's successes and other people's failures?
I know it's always good to take a stab, even if you don't know. Saw a question the other day about a year a movie came out that I had no idea. Everybody was all over the place. Lord, I would have been as well. But you know, I feel pretty confident after watching some of the other matches, just following along, seeing where I would have ranked in the said match. So we'll see how I fall out tonight.
Excellent. He's here to make some noise, bring some noise, a true chip off the public enemy block.
All right, Cody, we're going to drop you out here and bring in your opponent. We'll see you in a moment. Introducing second. Coming in with a record of 1-3.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
We have the one, and the only Nick the Underdog Mulbach.
Aw, look at that. The person who runs the whole thing changes my music part of the way through. The amount of disrespect that I get in this thing is beyond me. I just don't get it. Now listen, I've even gotten a cameo from Kyle Massey before, so I would say that we are boys. It was from the artist, and speaking of the artist, while this song is putting me to sleep, I might as well just sleep on this Ray's Liver and Onions pillow. Chris, you should get one yourself. Anyways, listen, Cody, my dude, we're going to have a fun match like always. I always go into this thinking, hey, why win when you can have fun? So whatever happens, happens. I'm the underdog. I get disrespected a lot if you didn't notice. I'm glad that you got your music for this thing, but let's just go. Come on.
We should make it known that this music was used on the artist's request.
I figured. But it was also you the whole time. So let's think about it. Let's think about it, Master. Well, just go watch your movies in the corner over there. Now let's do this.
All right. Anything to ask from Taylor?
You're looking handsome as ever, Nick. I love your energy. I love your philosophy. Sounds like you may have been hanging out with my client, the Encourager, because he's got the same idea, man. You go out there, put on a good show, have a good time.
Positive attitude. I'm writing everything today on a Snoopy notebook because, listen, nothing makes me more happy than a Peanut comic strip. So, hey, let's go. You got my boy Pennywise causing the nightmares over here. So
you gotta love it. Your perseverance, even coming out of that number one contenders match, your undying competitive spirit and your optimism, it's infectious, and I love it. And I wish you luck, sir.
Yeehaw! Let's go.
Right, get in let's there, bring back He Got Game, and let's go over those general rules.
General rules. Competitors will be given 3 repeats per match. Competitors will be given 1 challenge per match. If they use their challenge and win the subsequent ruling, they get to keep their challenge to use again. If they use the subsequent ruling, they lose their challenge for the rest of the match.
All right, fellas, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yep.
Let's bring in those round 1 rules.
Round 1 official rules. 8 questions in random categories are given to all competitors. Competitors have 15 seconds to write their answer down. Answers must be said aloud when revealing response, and all questions are worth 1 point. A perfect round triggers a 1-point bonus question.
All right. Cody, are you ready?
I am ready.
Nick, are you ready?
Woohoo!
All right, Taylor, since it is your first time on the table, I will give you the honors.
Let's get ready to Showdown!
That was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
All right, round 1.
Lovely,
Taylor, I'll start off
lovely.
with 1, and we'll go every
Lovely.
other question.
You got it, friend.
Round 1 corresponds with the category of biopics. Who plays Brooklyn Dodgers owner Branch Rickey in 42?
Could have also been an athletes in film category.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it wouldn't have been because it wasn't actual athletes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cody, what do you got?
I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but that says Harrison Ford on it. I don't know if that is correct.
Yep, that is correct. Nick, what do you have?
Harrison Ford.
All right. And they're both on the board. 1-1 is our score. Go ahead, Taylor.
All right. Question number 2, coming out of the action-adventure category. Who plays NYPD detective Andre Davis in 21 Bridges? 21 Bridges. Have you seen this film, Matt?
Yeah, that was one of the films I reviewed back in November. Russo brothers produced it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Not an expected follow-up to the highest-grossing movie of all time.
And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nick.
May he rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
That is correct for 1 point. Toby, what do you got? Cody, sorry.
Hey, I get it. Chadwick Boseman, may he rest in peace, man.
Show that. Yeah,
Sorry.
I see that. Good. All right,
Forgive
2-2.
And Cody, don't let him get your
Horribly.
name wrong. He loves to do
Yeah.
that. Don't let
Sorry.
him get your name wrong.
Sorry. Toby and
I
Cody
appreciate
do sound alike.
on that.
He's been disrespecting my client since the beginning.
All right, all right.
Rude.
Question
Oh, I
number
believe
3
it.
corresponds with films.
Can you say that again, please? It cut out.
Question number 3 corresponds with the category of sports films.
Yeah.
With what draft pick do the Cleveland Browns select Vontae Mack in the film Draft Day? And we'll take a number or what corresponds to that number.
Never seen this film, but I know it means a lot to people around here.
Yeah. One of the few times you get to see the Cleveland Browns in a positive light. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens and pencils down, hands up. Cody, what do you got?
I got the 5th pick here.
That is incorrect. Nick, what do you got?
I feel like we wouldn't have an entire movie based around this if it wasn't the first pick.
That is correct for 1 point.
Great thinking, Underdog. Taking a 1-point lead.
There you go. Good play.
All right.
Hey.
Question number 4, coming from the category of drama. Marshall follows what real-life figure who eventually becomes the first Black Supreme Court judge? Have you seen this one, Matt?
Yes, I have. I love this film. It is.
Solid
I felt,
biopic.
I felt like it should be one of those films that were, free during that entire month of June when we had the unrest. Might as well be free now with what's going on.
Strong candidate, yeah.
Yeah, 5, 3, 2, 1. Nick, what do you got?
That'd be Thurgood Marshall.
That is correct for 1 point. Cody, what do you got?
I also have Thurgood Marshall. With
All
horrible
right.
writing. I apologize.
You're fine, man. All right. And that brings us to question 5 in the realm of MCU. What MCU film was the first appearance of the character Black Panther?
Would you agree with the Mr. Happy Sunday theory that Civil War is really just Avengers 2.5?
No, because there's enough there that makes it just Captain America. What do you think about what is your favorite MCU film?
My favorite? I mean, it's the obvious one, but I might go Endgame, dude. It's fantastic.
5, 4,
Sound good. That sound
3, 2, 1. Cody, what do you got?
I have Captain America Civil War.
That is correct for 1 point. Nick, what do you have?
I have the advice to the Ragent and Couragent. Don't give away the name of the movie in the rebuttal. That would be Captain America Civil War.
Shit. Should we kill that one?
No, it's fine.
Hey, listen, I knew it before, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Like,
It's not a hard question.
It's not a hard
I definitely did that.
it happens, buddy.
All right, let's move on.
All right. Number 6, corresponding with the category of fantasy/sci-fi. Chadwick Boseman plays the Egyptian god Thoth in what 2016 film? Apologies to Thoth if he's listening, if I mispronounced his name and continue to do so. No offense, Matt.
Well, it's a god, so apparently they're always listening.
Well, shoot, I know who'll be downvoting this video.
And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens and pencils down. Nick,
Is it the Guardians Rising movie?
that is incorrect.
I have
Cody, you can tie it up with the correct answer here. What do you got?
Gods of Egypt.
That is correct.
It is.
For 1
Wow, I was thinking that, but I didn't think that was. I thought that was a little below him. So sorry.
Only black guy in that film.
The film is definitely beneath him for sure. He's
I
not-
ruined my perfect game by doubting God of Egypt. I'm so sorry.
Never doubt it.
Moving on to question number 7, which corresponds to releases. And this title falls under one of the new release films that we will be accepting into this category because it was supposed to have a theatrical release. And that is The Five Bloods, revolves around a group of war friends returning to what Asian country to recover the remains of their fallen comrade?
kind of different seeing Spike Lee do sort of a take on the war movie.
And then turning it into a mini
You cut out.
Tarantino film.
Repeat that question.
Sure, and since I cut out, it won't count against you.
I apologize.
No, you're fine. The Five Bloods revolves around a group of war friends returning to what Asian country to recover the remains of their fallen comrade?
What you munching on there, buddy?
Garlic knot.
Ooh, a garlic
Some
knot.
good stuff right there.
I hope you brought enough for the rest of the class. I'm pretty hungry.
I only got one.
Wow.
And it's
Can't just pass it
Four.
right next to me.
3, 2, 1. Cody, what do you got?
I have Vietnam.
That is correct for 1 point.
Vietnam.
And
Vietnam.
that is correct. We are tied up 6-6.
This
Going
is
into our last question.
all right. Number 8, corresponding with the category of movie release dates. The much feared movie release date category. What year saw the release of The Express, a film that follows the life of running back Ernie Davis? I don't
Both
know
of them
this
look a
one.
little bit puzzled. I just remember this one because it was about a Cleveland Browns player. Yeah.
Again, this is a weirdly the second question that involves the Cleveland
Yes, it
Browns
was.
and Chadwick
Yes, it
Boseman
was.
in one answer.
The king had respect for Cleveland. Not much
I
else.
guess
did.
so. It's unbelievable.
And
More
then
endearing every day.
4, 3, 2, 1. Nick, what do you got?
I took a shot in the dark with 2014.
That is incorrect. Cody, what do you have?
I have 2011 here.
You're a little bit closer. The answer is 2008.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
2008. Tied up game. No perfect round, so no bonus question, but a tied up game at 6-6. A very suspenseful match so far. I'm loving this.
Yes.
Tit for tat.
All right, now let's bring up those round 2 official rules.
Round 2 official rules. Each competitor spins the category wheel. Can respin the wheel once, unless wheel lands on opponent's choice. Competitor will get 4 questions from chosen category. Questions are worth 2 points or 1 point if multiple choice is chosen. Opponents may steal if competitor gives incorrect answer.
All right, Nick, you were the favorite going into this match.
Wow.
So, well, yeah, with that one of the
You know what?
he has no.
I've never spun first. I'm gonna spin first. I'm gonna give it a try.
Enjoy.
All right,
Yeah, and I'm gonna also look very closely at my computer monitor because I'm not wearing my glasses.
My glasses.
My glasses.
What do we got? What do we got?
1980s films.
You know what? I'm just gonna give that an old spin again.
All right, he is stuck with whatever he chooses this time.
Look real close. You're stuck with this one.
That'll bite me in the ass. I know it.
Hey, it's a championship match.
You never know. Who's the wheel favorite tonight? Who's it gonna be?
Coen Brothers.
You know,
There you go.
maybe. That's a lot of
It's a
multiple
worthy
choice right
category.
there.
A worthy category.
All right, go ahead and take that away, Taylor.
All right. Let me just find it. All right. Here we go. Question 1 in the category of Coen Brothers. What Coen Brothers film stars Nicolas Cage and Holly Hunter?
Leaving Las Vegas?
It's incorrect.
Or not? Nah.
Cody,
Yeah.
your chance
Can I
to steal.
steal that? Is that a thing I can do?
Yeah, you can steal in this round. So
You can steal.
Because that is raising it.
that is correct for 2
Arizona.
points.
Yes, indeedy.
This could be where I lose.
All right. Question number 2. What Coen Brothers film is based on The Odyssey by Homer? And not Simpson.
I know what it is. But I'm going to go with multiple choice because it's on the tip of my tongue.
Multiple choice. Is it A, The Lady Killers, B, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, C, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, or D, Hail Caesar?
Oh, brother, where art thou?
That is correct for 1 point. All right, question number 3. This is number 3. Number 3. Delmar and Everett believe that Pete was turned into this animal that is later crushed by John Goodman's Cyclops character in what Coen Brothers film? That's a hell of a question. That's a hell of a thing to ask somebody.
Sorry, the animal is a frog. What movie?
I was about to challenge that because that's like. Can I get multiple choice for that, please?
Multiple choice, yes. A, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. B, Inside Llewyn Davis. C, Raising Arizona. Or D, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
I'm gonna say that is the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
It's
Correct.
Incorrect.
Oh,
Cody, would
Cody.
you like to steal?
Your options are The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Inside Llewyn Davis, Raising Arizona, and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Is there any penalty for me missing this if I try and steal it?
Nope.
I'm gonna go Raising Arizona.
That is incorrect.
We were once again looking for Oh Brother,
I
Where
would like to challenge. I would like to challenge
no
that,
clue.
actually, because Oh Brother, Where Art Thou was already an answer. I doubted that it would be the answer for that question. Because why would you do two questions in a row that have the exact same
Coen
movie?
Brothers, and they don't have a ton of films.
There's so many more films you could have asked there, but I mean that's that. I'll leave it up to the comment section to talk about how bullshit that is. But
I would decline it on the grounds that not many Coen brothers have Cyclops in them.
I mean, sure, but I'm just making a point that like, why would I answer "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" again? All right, whatever.
All right. And the final question in your second round Coen Brothers slice. In what Coen Brothers film will you find the White Russian drinking the dude?
That would be The Big Lebowski.
That is
correct.
All right, the score is now 9-8 with Nick in the lead.
1 point lead.
All right,
Is anybody's game still?
Let's bring that wheel back up. Cody, you ready to spin?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Cody, we don't yet know your strengths or weaknesses. Anything you're hoping to see on this wheel tonight?
So my two personal categories are Tarantino and Christopher Nolan. So if it could land there, I think that'd be a hot start for me. And it does not.
Ooh, just like the Underdog 1980s. You want to keep it or spin again?
We're going to spin that one again.
Spin again. None of these guys want to answer questions about the 80s. And that makes a lot of sense because none of us were alive then.
Yeah, that is correct.
Oh. And he gets
third
another
spin.
Right
Used
back
all
on
those
Cody
up.
Brothers. Almost had that Nolan. It was within my reach.
That dog on the sideline is just shocked that happened.
What?
Ooh. And we're right back to the 1980s. He's got to play it.
No.
Here we are.
I think that might be the first time that's happened, where the person who spun away got the thing they spun away.
Yeah, that is the first time that happened. That's hilarious.
Congratulations. First match, you're already setting a milestone.
How do you feel about that, Nick? He wanted to get away from it. He was right back.
We'll both probably have a 9-8 score by the end of this, is all I'm going to say.
All
I
right.
would have to, but we'll see.
All right. So, Cody, your questions are in the categories of the 1980s. Question 1 is, who is the actor under the Darth Vader armor at the end of Return of the Jedi when Luke unmasks him?
Can I get multiple choice on that?
All right, your options are A, Sebastian Shaw, B, David Prowse, C, Mark Hamill, or D, George Lucas.
I'm going to go B on that.
That is incorrect. Nick for a steal.
Sebastian Shaw.
That is correct for 1 point, and he got that.
It was one of them. That hurts.
I wish it was George Lucas. That'd be amazing.
That would be something. I'll tell you that.
I am your father.
You saved me.
Question number 2. What is the name of the pirate in the Goonies?
Common theme for this round, but I'm going to go multiple choice on that.
All right. Your options are Peg Leg Petey, Blind Buck, Legless Lenny, or One-Eyed Willie.
I'm going to go One-Eyed Willie on that.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. Question number 3, and your penultimate question in round 2. What 1989 film stars Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter?
I believe that is Bill and Ted Face the Music.
That
Or
is
no, I just
incorrect.
messed that up. I said the new one. Oh,
Bill
that's
and Ted,
that is correct.
Excellent Adventure.
That is correct for 2 points.
Oh man,
Oh, the brain fart.
I shit my pants there for a second.
that one's gotta hurt.
All right, Cody, your
That hurt.
final question.
I knew that answer. I
Round
just said the wrong movie.
Your final question. You're only down 3, so you can. If you get this one right, you only be down 1. So, C. Thomas Howell plays what character in The Outsiders?
Go multiple choice on that.
Your options are Soda Pop Curtis, Dallas, Ponyboy, or Cade.
Pony Boy.
That is correct for 1 point, and you are only down 2 going into round 3. 1980s seemed like a toughie, and he's beating himself up over that 1 point or over that 2 point steal.
It's tough, man. The Underdog's got a 2-point lead, and if you just didn't have that Bill and Ted brain fart, that may not be the case.
Man.
But that's okay. It's still anybody's game.
Let's go into round number 3, and let's bring in those official rules.
Round 3 official rules. Competitors will pick 3 numbers that will correspond to 3 random categories between 1 and 20. Each competitor gets 3 questions. Questions are worth 2, 3, and 5 points. No stealing or multiple choice this round.
All right, Nick, since you are in the lead, you get to choose your numbers first. What numbers are you choosing?
Hey, Encouragent. Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Give me 7, 8, 9.
You love
Boo.
to see.
I hate myself. Bye.
I love it. I won't play favorites, but I love that move.
All right, Cody, what numbers you picking?
I am going to go 4, 8, and 12.
You can't pick 8.
Oh, sorry. Forgive me. I will go 4, 3, and 12. Then, in that case.
All right.
Stop it.
Beautiful numbers.
Well, thank you. I thought yours were great as well. I love the joke.
Thanks.
All right, Taylor, you take Cody's, and I'll take Nick's.
Hug on to this for good luck.
Yes, sir. Cody's up first, correct?
Yep, 4, then 3, then 12.
All right, Cody, you chose category number 4, which corresponds with Meryl Streep films.
Okay.
What was the last film Meryl Streep won an Academy Award for?
Is it The Iron Lady?
That is correct for 2 points.
2 points.
All right, since you tied up with Nick, we're going to go to Nick for his round 3 first question. Go ahead, Taylor. All right, that's me.
That's you, baby.
All right, yeah. You chose number 7, which corresponds to Martin Scorsese. What 1982 film will you find Martin Scorsese playing the TV director?
This has already been a question, but
No,
it
it hasn't.
okay. That would be The King of Comedy.
That is correct. Editing moment. Nick, I know why it sounds familiar because when we were on the bonfire and Lou was testing the
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
All right. Moving on to Cody.
All right, Cody. The second number you chose was the number 3, which corresponds to indie films. Richard Linklater's 2014 film Boyhood took how many years to finish production?
Is it 10 years?
That is
Incorrect.
incorrect. We're looking for 12. All right, Cody, you got to hit this last one to stay in this game.
This is it.
Yep.
He's got game, but
I'm
does he
for
have enough? We're about to find out. Because the last number you chose was the number 12, which also mysteriously corresponds with indie films.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay.
Is that a thing that's allowed? But okay.
Yeah, because random.org, people, random.org.
All right. Number
There it is.
12, which corresponds with indie films once again. Niku Karo directed what 2002 indie film starring Keisha Castle Hughes as Paeka? And once again, very sorry if I mispronounced any of that.
IKEA.
Paekea. Would you like me to repeat that question?
Yeah, if you can run that by me one more time.
All right, it's only fair. It's only fair. Niku Karu directed what 2002 indie film starring Keisha Castle Hughes as Paekea?
Is it City of God?
And your winner, coming out by the skin of his teeth, is the one and the only.
Skin of his teeth. Okay.
I'm kidding. Underdog. The answer was Whale Rider.
Of course.
I wouldn't have got it either, Cody. Don't feel bad about that one.
I mean, come on now.
That was my third guess, actually.
That's a tough one.
All
That's a
right.
tough one.
I have no clue what that even is.
Well, Underdog, we're gonna drop you out right here, and we're gonna talk to Cody. He got game house.
Beautiful match, Cody.
Cody, not a
man.
bad show. Not a bad showing for your first match. It ended up going. It ended up being 4. Not a bad showing whatsoever. You forced him to answer round 3 questions, so you avoided the knockout. So how you feeling after your first match?
I mean, honestly, I felt like I was neck and neck with him. Made the mistake of announcing Bill and Ted as the newest movie and not The Excellent Adventure at the beginning. That was a costly mistake, mental error on my part. Something I'll have to clean up for next time. But overall, I felt pretty good. My number picks did not help me at the end, but you win some, you lose some.
The third round is brutal, man. You really never know. It can go completely in your favor or not at all, and it's up to fate, It's up to the Egyptian gods to pick what you got.
Yeah, your client seems to have pretty big issues with the third round, doesn't he?
Yeah, we're working on it. He just goes out there and has a good time. That's what matters.
Hey, nothing
look,
wrong with that.
Exactly. Look, Cody, I know this maybe is not the result you wanted in your debut match, but you performed quite brilliantly against a guy who knows how to play the game. I mean, he only finished ahead with a 2-point lead. You really can't be too upset about that. And I hope you are. I hope you had a good time tonight.
I did. There's no doubt. I'm glad to be here. I think I can say that if a lot of other people in the league watch this, they know that I know my stuff, and I have somewhat put them on notice. I just went against a great competitor and nicked the underdog all back tonight.
I honestly think you just came up against some rough questions. Like, if you had picked any other number, you probably would have had a better chance. You pulled Indy twice, man. Like, that's tough. And you only had that 2-year difference between
I did.
your guys.
That's a tough one. Even if that's one of my strengths, it's a tough one.
All right, Cody. Well, we're gonna put you in the backstage.
I knew it was
for a
somewhere around
minute.
that decade.
All right, we're gonna put you in the backstage real quick and bring back the underdog. How you doing, underdog?
Oh, I'm feeling good. Listen, you could say that, yeah, he made me answer one of my questions, but I made him continue to have to answer his questions by getting my 2-pointer right. No, Cody is a fantastic dude. I hope that we get to work on those projects one day that we want to work on together. But that being said, fantastic opponent. I think that he's definitely one of our stronger opponents, and to say that I fared well against him continues to just make me feel like I belong here. That's kind of been my phrase this whole time, is that I belong here, and whether it be coming in second in that match for the title shot, very close one, or winning here, I'm definitely going to continue to have fun and continue to move forward as we do here. I still do feel a little bit fishy about that question, but hey, he rolled indie films, a strength of his, twice in that match, so we'll disregard all that. It's fine. I know random.com. But yeah, feeling good moving forward. Looking forward to my next opponent.
Well, your next opponent is either going to be me or Chris.
Okay.
Depends on how the title match goes. So we'll see what happens there.
What does that mean, though? I'm just kidding. That probably doesn't entitle a title shot already, but
now, so here's what would happen. So if you win your next match, you are in the number 1 contenders match after that.
Okay. Well,
There it
hey,
is.
listen. Like I said, to your point from earlier, yes, I probably would have fared well against Toby Barkwell if we had done that match, and I would have had possibly a different record going into this. But you take a chance going into doing something different doing the first triple threat match. And if you lose, you lose. You were a part of something special that no one else can be a part of, the first triple threat match. So, record aside, I feel great. I feel good. I feel like I belong here.
You absolutely do. There's no question about that. And certainly nobody's going to be questioning it as you go on to face either what sounds like a former champion or a former number one contender next. I mean,
That's right.
No matter how you shake that out, that's a high-profile match. I mean, that's really you got the momentum picked back up. It's a little reassuring coming out of that number one contenders match that you may still be able to secure that spot as a guy in the title hunt.
Now,
That's right.
My question for you is, if you do end up playing Chris again, how do you go into that mentally, knowing you've lost to him twice? Knockouts both games.
Chris is a buddy of mine. You know, I don't worry about wins and losses, but there's a part of me that does hope he loses so I can beat you for the title, Matt Thomas. Because let's face it,
I might not even be champion by the time if you win the number one contender spot.
Feeling a little bit uncertain there, my friend, aren't you?
That's the most humility I've ever heard come out of this guy.
Oh my goodness, he might not be the champion. God forbid.
You definitely have not watched the match against your client and the Encourager and the Wizard.
Hey, the Wizard's a great opponent.
I was right over there the whole time.
Hey, all right. Chris is a great opponent. Matt, you know, he watches a lot of movies, so I hope that he continues to do well. Encourager, Seaman Demon, whatever you are, I just love this game, and we're going to continue to have fun with it, and that's all that matters. But like I said, I hope to God I can rip that title from your hand, so we don't have to ship it across the country.
There you go. He belongs here, and he's going to continue.
Because the humbleness of the character of the master makes it seem like Chris is paying for his own shipping if he wins. But we will see. And I just look forward to moving forward, having a good time. So thanks, guys.
We'll make sure we have better entrance music for you next time, I think.
I think this sticks.
It's cute that the guy who's controlling it is just making that point, huh? It's adorable.
Hey, Lou even said you got to go to it. So come on.
Anyways, thanks, guys.
All right. Well, Cody, Nick, thank you for popping on in and playing your match.
Great match.
Guys, remember, follow for our Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe, comment, do it all. And yeah, I'm gonna throw the cool stuff up here, the banners. Because those are important.
I was thinking about that.
Where are they?
I don't know how to make that appear yet. So
there you go.
Yeah, banners. Yeah. So hit us up on all of our social media: Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. We go live on there every week for our normal shows. Twitter. Listen to us on iTunes and Spotify for your normal shows. And once again, signing off. I am Matt. That's Taylor. That's Cody. And that's Nick. And this was another Who Are They Real Entertainment.